1049 WAXI presents Focus on the Community, a weekly 15-minute program where we address problems and issues that affect the residents of the WAXI listening area. And now, with today's special guest, here's Jim Osborn.
Good morning. Welcome to Focus on the Community. I'm Jim Osborn on 1049 WAXI. And our special in-studio guest this morning is Logan Lake. He's in a band called Against the Clocks. And first of all, Logan, thank you for joining us this morning.
Oh, thank you for having me.
Against the Clocks, you're from Park County, and you've been together for several years now. How many years have you guys been?
Probably around 5 years now.
And there's a couple of shows coming up here real soon that folks may get a chance to see if they've never done it before. We invite them to do that, and we'll give you the details on that coming up. But first of all, tell us a little bit about the band Against the Clocks. What would somebody's first impressions be?
Well, everybody would have their own impression on it. I grew up listening to the Eagles and Led Zeppelin and Yes and many different bands, and it was kind of like how they kind of taught me about music and stuff and what it was about, and I kind of collaborated all that together and just started forming my own writing abilities and stuff, and then got with a buddy of mine named Brock Crooks, and we formed just a two-man group and started writing music and doing small shows. And then after a little while, we got a drummer named John Hook, and he came in, and we started a three-piece and started playing more shows and recording more. Went down to Bloomington and did some recordings down there, had a small album come out. And then after that, my brother, who I grew up playing music with, we got started basically playing in churches and doing youth group type of stuff everywhere. And he came back from Ohio and started playing with us, and there was a four-piece band, and then got a bass player. His name's Rod January, and he was kind of our veteran player. He knows a lot about music and stuff, and we formed a five-piece and started recording more, writing more music. And Brock's parents, Greg and Jane Crooks, they backed us up a lot with just pushing us to do more and more, and we just started getting bigger with it. My parents too. My mom grew up. I grew up with her playing gospel music. We traveled a lot, and that's probably one of the reasons I could play a lot of instruments, because every time she needed a piano player or bass player or drummer, I had to learn it, so she had it, So there's just a lot of different aspects of it got me to where I am writing today, I guess.
And as far as the band goes, currently you guys are traveling around trying to play in front of as many audiences that'll listen. Yep. Maybe trying to meet some people in the record business or something.
Oh, definitely.
And always looking for that, and we wish you luck, obviously, in that, and are certainly in support of that. I'm sure you get this question a lot. The name Against the Clocks, where did that come from?
My guitar player and his girlfriend were sitting down. Couldn't remember where, but we were all trying to figure out a good name that would fit the band, and almost in a way would fit what kind of genre we're going for, because we're so different. The songs are so different. I never wanted anybody to like listen to our songs and say, "Man, that sounded like the one you just played before,"
Sure.
So it was just trying to be diverse, I guess, in the way we sounded. And it was the first time I heard it, I was like, man, I don't know, that's kind of different, Against the Clocks. And then you sit down and you think about it, and it was more of the way the world has become is so fast-paced and everything. It's like you just don't, like, it almost puts a limit on everything. So the way we thought of it is like just be against time in a way. Just live your dream and do what you can, but don't feel like you're rushed at doing it.
We thought, the first time I heard it, thought of the hustle and bustle of Park County and maybe how fast-paced this area is. Actually, It's a nice place to kind of get get away from that sometimes.
It is, exactly, yeah.
And growing up around here, I'm sure you feel that way as well. Okay, so your most recent project, you spent some time in Nashville, Tennessee. Tell us about that.
So we went down and recorded in Nashville. We did 2 singles with a producer named Chris Granger. He's worked with different bands. There's a band called Cadillac 3. It's a country group. And then Switchfoot, which was a pretty big, I guess, alternative rock group. There's a Wilco. He worked with Wilco. So we got in touch with us and said, you know, I want to do a couple songs with you guys, maybe an album. So we went down there and just did a couple songs with him here recently. So we're just wanting something fresh to start off the new year with. And so we did a song called Maybe It Isn't Me, which is more of a country rock, kind of has a Bruce Hornsby feel to it in a way.
Absolutely.
And then there's the steel guitar player from Cadillac 3, his name is Kelby Ray.
Mm-hmm.
He laid down a steel guitar track for us, which was awesome to be able to have that. And then we did another song called Special, which is more of a kind of a rock, guitar rock pop kind of song, way fast paced. And then we did all those, and there's a studio in Nashville called Brown House Studios. And we basically did all the music tracks and kind of did like a live recording with those songs. And then we went back and just added some stuff to it and did some main vocals in a studio called Undertow Studios.
What did you learn a lot from the process?
Not as much as I thought, you know, going down there. It's kind of, all studios are kind of the same.
Yeah.
It just depends on who's doing the engineering part of it. So
did you learn a little bit from Chris, though, having worked with some bigger artists? Like
yeah, it was more of
tips and tricks, maybe.
Tips and tricks, you know. definitely the parts in every song, you know, definitely have a lot. You know, if the piano's doing a tempo or a beat in a way that you don't want the guitar doing that same thing, so it kind of sets out a little more. So you can kind of tell what instruments you're listening to. It's not all just together, you know. Absolutely.
I really am impressed with the sound that you guys came out of.
Thank you.
That session with. So what's the next step, do you think?
Oh, wow. I'm still working on writing a lot of music. I've got probably this year we've wrote probably 40 other songs. It's just trying to figure out which ones that we need to put out there, you know. And it just depends. You know, with the music industry, you never know what's going to hit next or what genre is going to hit next. So, you know, we're not trying to write towards a certain genre. It's more of we're definitely what we feel kind of band. But at the same time, you gotta have the songs that people want to listen to and can relate to.
And the next step right now is we're going to take a listen to one of those songs, and we're going to listen to the one you first mentioned, Maybe It Isn't Me.
Maybe It Isn't Me.
What can you tell listeners right before they're about to hear this for the first time? What's the song about?
Okay. Well, half of my songs are probably about bad relationships, so this song's about that too. Just, you know, you could be with somebody and, you know, you just don't know if you're the one or if they're the one. So after the ending of a bad relationship, I just kind of sat down and thought, well, maybe it wasn't me, and kind of tell that person, like, you know, maybe it isn't me. Even though you could fight as hard as you can for somebody, it just sometimes you got to give up.
Got to let go. That's right.
Let go.
Well, here it is. This is from that session that we've been talking about that recently happened in Nashville, Tennessee. This is from the local band Against the Clocks. This is the song called Maybe It Isn't Me.
Can the clouds make it rain? And will the sun rearrange? And does your heart feel the same? I haven't left, haven't changed. And will you dance on the moon? Or do you even want to choose? 'Cause losing you's a bitter taste. I haven't gained, I haven't changed. And is your mind made up yet? And can your eyes still see from what is real or make believe? Maybe it isn't me. scars hurt the same? And will your mind feel the blame? You start a fire, I'll catch the flame. I haven't left, I haven't changed. And is your mind made up yet? Can your eyes still see from what is real or make believe? Maybe it isn't me. And as you drift and sail away, I'll let you know I'll never change. And is your mind made up yet? And can your eyes still see from what is real or make believe? Maybe it isn't me. Maybe it isn't me. Maybe it isn't me. Maybe it isn't me. And do the scars hurt the same? I haven't left, I'll never change.
Welcome back. That was Maybe It Isn't Me from Against the Clocks. And you guys are going to be doing some live shows in the area, as a matter of fact. I know Wednesday for sure, 7 o'clock at the Park County Fair. People can come out and see you guys for free at the REMC Pavilion. Now, will this be the second time that you guys have played at the fair?
Yes, sir. The second year we've done there.
And then on Saturday, August 19th, I know, you'll be on the free stage at the Indiana State Fair, right?
Yep.
And that's 3:30 is that show. I read somewhere, I don't know if this is still true or not, but you guys were working on possibly a trip to Chicago
Oh yeah.
in September. Is that still on?
We're still doing a lot. We do a lot of festivals here lately in the past couple of years. So we try to do as many festivals as we can, and then we try to do as many venues as we can.
You bet.
Just trying to sort it out right to where we're staying in touch with our local communities and playing as many shows around here as we can, and then still going out and traveling as much as we can too.
Absolutely. And I know it's tough. It's got to be tough.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to ask you, how can people maybe either listen to or buy your music right now? Where's it at? Where's it available?
It's just got if you go to Facebook, our Facebook page, so Against the Clocks on Facebook, or Reverb Nation, you can go there and type in Against the Clocks. There's YouTube, just type in the same thing, and then we're on iTunes and Spotify. Our last album, which is called 47872, is on there, and then the two new singles are on there also.
Awesome. And that was kind of the follow-up question I was going to ask you, what the website was and what are some of the things that are available, about the website. It's actually pretty impressive. I was really impressed with whoever does your website for you.
Right. That's actually Brock's brother, Ross. So
okay.
We have a family, just a big family group.
Well, that's right. That's what it's all about.
Yeah. So it's againsttheclocks.com, and then you can get on there and listen to the music. You can download the music. We have merch and stuff on there. You guys can check out and see if you want to buy it. Show listings, what shows we have coming up, our profiles and bios of each guy in the band. There's tons of stuff. We're trying to add some more stuff on there every day. So,
well, I wish you the best of luck. Thanks again for coming in, Logan. And the name of the band is Against the Clocks. Please come see them if you can't make it to the Park County Fair this week, maybe catch them up at the Indiana State Fair. Either way, we invite you to check them out live, and of course support you guys by maybe buying some stuff too.
Yeah, no, that never hurts.
That pays the bills. So
Right.
thanks again, Logan Lake. We appreciate your time this morning and wish you the best of luck. Please keep in contact with us as well. Keep us posted because we know you're going to make it big. We're certainly pulling for you. And thank you for listening. This has been Focus on the Community. I'm Jim Osborn. Be sure to join us again next Sunday morning at 8 right here on 104.9 WAXI and streaming at trueoldieswaxi.com.
Join us again next Sunday morning at this same time for another edition of Focus on the Community on 104.9 WAXI.